Greetings, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, likers, dislikers, commenters, new subscribers, rule subscribers, it's generally anybody who wants to see videos. Welcome back! Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It is the Monday after the bike show. I am heading to work. I am really freaking exhausted because of the show. Absolutely loved every last minute of it. Got to meet Moto Tingle, got to meet R1 Soul, got to meet a few more new friends, one from Switzerland and one from England who is also Canadian, and oh, so many people. Got to meet my big mate Backers off Instagram and off Twitter. Got to meet him, got a great chat with him, great chat with Moto Tingle walking around the show talking about bikes. And yeah, absolutely loved every freaking minute of it. The travelling I could have done without. For those that didn't know, my travelling to the bike show was pretty restrained. I flew out on the Saturday morning out of the city airport on Flybe, and then I flew back to Belfast International the next day, the next morning on EasyJet. And I can hear you say it, but donkey, that sounds easy. It was. The fact that I nearly missed the plane on the Sunday, because the thing on my phone said the gate closes at 8:10, so it gets up early, leaves at about 7:10, then around that time. Gets to the airport, and the queue in Birmingham Airport was massive for security. Massive. It wasn't even moving at one point. So it was panic stations. Yeah, so I got into security in the airport, and it was raw, it was bad. Tried a couple of times, they were up and down calling out, like, if you're departing at this time, you come forward. Tried that a couple of times, didn't work. So finally I got prepped for security, loosened my shoes, had them ready to take off, took my hoodie off, everything was ready to go. And people just don't understand. I mean, how many years have we not been putting liquids, or we've been putting small liquids in and not big liquids, and then they're in the bag? How many years have people been doing that? And nobody seems to know that you need to do that. One guy didn't even take his laptop out of the bag, and that was a whole palaver because the guy spoke English and the other guy didn't speak English, and it was like, oh, goodness. So finally got through security, and it's coming up to 10 past. I was legging it through security like Usain Bolt. Got to, it was like, oh, your gate for Belfast International is 1 to 20. That was my first sign of what? So got the little like eatery section. Just chatting to the girl behind the coffee bar thing while she's making my big ass coffee, and looked up. The screen still hadn't told me what gate to be at, so I then proceeded to just hang around with my big ass coffee and some painkillers because I was slightly hungover from the night before, I will admit. And I was like gate 15, got to gate 15, had speedy boarding, which just gets me in front of the queue. It didn't give me anything special. Got to the back of the plane because your man knew that if he booked the back seat and in the end nobody would pick them seats. I was wrong. People do still pick those seats. Sitting in two, I gotta put this very, very nicely, two very, 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 very husky Irish fellas get onto the plane. And one of them asked me could I move to the window because his dad was big and he couldn't fit in there, blah blah blah. So I did. Not really gonna fuss. And then they asked for seatbelt extenders because big. And the girl said that he couldn't sit on the end seat where I had just moved from because of the seatbelt extender. That's grand. That's totally grand for me. I can move back. I moved back. I had to sit leaning into the aisle for the whole trip. The whole trip. I got off the plane feeling like I had whiplash. To be fair, the couple beside me were very funny and they were laughing at me because of what had happened, and we were having a laugh about that. The air stewardesses were very, very sympathetic. They were apologising and then did tell me that if they had have had any more room, they would have moved me because the fucking flight was packed. So, got off the plane, got myself a taxi, and boom, your boy was home. I was bloody exhausted because I went straight at a game of Warzone. Or no, not Warzone, War Thunder. And then went to bed for like 6 hours. And then got up and had something to eat and then went back to bed again. It was a very successful trip. And I am working on the video currently. It is just going to be little clips, this, that, and the other. A bit of music on it, maybe a bit of talking, but not much. And then it's on to starting the work on the Northern Ireland bike show stuff. As you've seen, there is a playlist for that. I will be putting a video up soon explaining the playlist and what it's going to be all about. How you can help me interact with the show, because I have a contact who can contact the organisers. This is so much stuff at the bike show, and I didn't spend a penny on any merchandising stuff. Because there just wasn't anything nice. And that's the honest thing, there was just nothing that I would wear at it. Although you could tell all the summer bikers, because they're all running around with their new helmets and jackets and leathers and all the fun stuff. But no, it was a great laugh. Absolutely enjoyed it. You'll see this video before you see the actual show video, and then it's into the Northern Ireland stuff. Gotta make this worth my while. And when I mean worth my while, I mean I gotta make something of it. Just got a bit closer. But yeah, did you go to Motorcycle Live? That's what I want to know. What bikes did you like to see? What bikes did you enjoy? What stands did you enjoy? Ooh, the police. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and if you haven't already, subscribe. We don't spam here, so we're all good. Don't forget, keep it lit, and if you can't keep it lit, well, it's winter. Get back into bed and wrap yourself up. Spring will be here soon.
Incoming!